I need to hear you say, "Oh, never mind, Mitchie and Nathan. I was going to ask you when are we live, but I see it on my end right now. Up
You're
in the upper
live.
left-hand corner, they got a live rectangle box. Say we live for 12 seconds. Hey, what's good, everybody, and welcome back to Real Talk with AEB. Now, listen, we got a guest, but I'm gonna start this one off by just talking about this right here. Some of you guys are gonna be getting a notification on Smoking and Grilling with AB. Listen, if you're watching it there, look, I'm gonna ask you. You got to go by and look up. You want to leave there and you want to go to Real Talk with AB on YouTube, right? This is where everything is going to be at. And then Mitchie, go ahead and just pull up the giveaway.
Of
So
course.
you know what? I'm just going to address this right now because I'm going to address this 3 or 4 times throughout this podcast, right? You guys see right there, there's the Hexaclad 13-piece hybrid cookware set, right? Okay, and it comes with the lids. Listen, I'm gonna give away $1 grand prize, winner to that. But the only way you're gonna be able to win is you're gonna need to leave a comment and you're gonna need to be over there at Real Talk with AB. And I would suggest you guys go ahead and just watch it over there and get in the habit of watching the podcast there. Now, if you look below that, you'll see that we got a 7-piece hexclad hybrid cookware set, with the lids, and it comes with a wok, right? I'm gonna give 2 runner-ups with that, and then I'm gonna give away some other prizes too. But listen, you guys got to go to Real Talk with AB, you know what I mean, on YouTube, and we go from there. Now, don't forget to like, smash that subscribe button over there, and anybody new, wherever you at, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Now, check this out, folks. We got JP, right? Listen, he's from Hellthy Junk Food. Hey, listen, I'm gonna just say this. This dude right here got a lot of energy. Hey, we've been talking, you know what I mean? And I know this camera got him held back, y'all. You know what I mean? It won't be long. I figure about 15 minutes. Hey, we're gonna have to just bring the camera way back just to capture him. You see him right now, he getting warmed up now. Hey, JP, hey, listen, and he has a co-host. His co-host name is Julius. So hopefully we get her to make a cameo in here, at least poke her head in, sideways or do something, right? So with that being said, I'm gonna let him go ahead and introduce himself to you, and then we finna get this started.
What's up? What's up, everybody? Yeah, I'm the first half of the Healthy Junk Food. I'd grab her picture frame and move it in, but I don't want to move. Yeah, but we've been doing YouTube for like 10 years. I really enjoy just like the passion in cooking. I love all the food community on YouTube. I enjoy learning from everyone too. And we kind of did like I don't know, what'd you say, like a weird take on the junk food, just making it all giant and disgusting and stuff.
This is true. This is true. It's definitely different.
But we all have our zone, you know what I mean, where we stay, where we feel comfortable. But
Right.
much respect. Thank you so much for having me on here. This is an honor. I can't wait to cook with you too. We're gonna make some really tasty stuff. I know it.
That's an understatement. You know what? I just hope that I'm gonna be able to hold up my end. You know what I mean? Hey, so look, Mitchie, go ahead and just pull up his channel. I just want you guys to take a look right now. If you guys haven't seen Healthy Junk Food's YouTube channel, take a look at this right here. She'll bring it up. Listen, they make stuff like over the top. Now I say that channel, you're seeing something a little different, but I think you take it to a whole new level, like making a giant. Look, once she scrolls down, we'll look making a giant. What is it? A giant nugget, and then that hash brown. That's my problem, though, bro. It's the hash brown.
There we
You know
go.
what I mean? There we go.
That was my favorite.
Yeah. I see why. Like 8.5 million views. You know what I mean?
Yeah, passion came with those views. You know what I mean? That was no clickbait. No clickbait. That was delicious.
No, that's an understatement. I could have sat down with that. Man, I wish I had a giant egg to put over
Man,
the
I
top.
sat on it. You know what I mean?
Right.
It was amazing.
Right. Okay, so look, I'm gonna get in. What I like to start off with some like general questions, right? So look, I just got to ask you, like, what made you start? Like, what gave you the inspiration for you and Julia to even come up with a channel? And then how did you come up with that name?
Okay, so this is a little interesting, but before we started Healthy Junk Food, I was trying to date Julia, and she came over my house, opened up my fridge, which you shouldn't be doing. Like, why are you touching my fridge? Like, that's my. But she opened my fridge, and she had to see 10 Burger King double cheeseburgers in there. And let me just, for my defense, Burger King was selling these for $1 at the time, and they were losing money every time they sold them. So I was just stocking up, you know what I mean? Like a bear hibernating. And she goes, "Why do you have 10 burgers in here?" I'm like, it's my meal prep. I put it in the microwave, 70, or I think it was like 45 seconds on 70 power. So the dough doesn't, the bun doesn't get all like tough.
Oh yeah.
And then I pop it in, eat it. It tasted just as good, brand new. She goes,
So
yo, we're not doing it anymore.
Hey,
She
you
told
done did
me,
your homework and you done made enough of them that you know like what power to put on, you know, how long to put it in there. I used to get them too when they were $1, but I was feeding them to my dog when I was forgetting to get dog food.
oh yeah. No, so I get the burn. Thank you, AB. No, you're saying that it's dog food. I respect. Burger King is my weird guilty pleasure. But she kind of agreed with you. She said, hey, we're not doing that anymore. You want to make it, you want to eat that, you can make it at home. So I was like, can I film it? She goes, sure, film it. I'm like, why are you going to do that? I'm like, so, you know, we'll have fun. We'll make our recipes. So we started making all the Copycat recipes of all the stuff that we love. Big Macs, beef and cheddars, Crunchwrap Supremes. And we just did it for fun. That was it.
Okay, look, so as you can see, we got a comment here from Terrence Collins. You know what I mean? It says, I don't blame you about the Burger King burgers. But just to let you know, JP, that Mitchie will be putting up, you know, some of the comments just like sporadically on there. Then she can read them off too. You probably got to find out. I know what it is, Mitchie. You probably trying to find out when can you get in and say, read that comment off.
Exactly.
Right. Hey, you got to fight for your time in here.
Yeah.
You know? So, okay, so listen, you got a different take on the spin of your name of your channel. Instead of it being healthy like HEA, you put HELLTHY. You know what I mean? Talk to me how you came up with that. You know how you come up with the name for the channel.
Let me just tell you, that was the worst idea we ever done. I wanted it to be HEALTHY, and it was taken. So I'm like, oh, I'll just spell it wrong. And then I'm like, oh, you know what that means? If I spell it wrong, then like Google doesn't know, like they think you're wrong. So on a marketing standpoint, spelling it wrong actually wasn't the best idea ever. But it kind of worked out in our favor because we actually were healthy, like, you know, trying to be healthier. And then we just went giant and crazy. And I'm like, oh, okay, so then that makes sense. You know, that's why I'm trying to, I don't know if you can see, but I got the logo.
We can see.
You can see
Hey,
it.
look,
Okay.
I need to take a page out of your book and learn
I'm not
about
going to
this
plug
brand.
myself, though. I think that's kind of in poor taste, don't you think? So I'm just going to take this off here. I'm just going to take this off.
Right. Oh,
all right.
Okay.
Down to the apron, huh?
Okay.
So anyway.
Okay.
But no, we like to have fun. Like that's the point of our channel. We're food and fun. I think we're like comedy cooking duo. I'm Pinky. She's the brain. Yeah. Someone wants to know where Julia is. We gotta.
Yeah, Michael Bruce wants to know where Julia is.
Julia's doing yoga. She's eating so much healthy junk food that she's on like this clean health kick, and I respect that. Like, come on now. Like, how could I not? You know, this is actually her apron. So this is stupid. I'm gonna take this apron off. Oh, sorry about that, guys. All right. So anyway,
hey, look, he taking off layers and layers. Right. Hey, logo's getting bigger and bigger.
Right.
There you go. Hey, that's what's up right there. Hey, hey, listen, you know what? I'm laughing and I'm smiling, but check it out. I'm writing it down. Don't worry. I got my team. They own it. You know what I mean? This is how now you go.
There's the cup.
Look at the glasses. Nada, Mitchie.
Right.
You see that?
Oh my goodness.
Sorry. I see we got cooking with CJ in the house, huh? Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Hey, when I come out there to see you, I'm gonna bring something with me.
Okay. All right, that's all I got. We're good.
That's all you got? All right. All right, so look, I'm gonna just run down, you know, like I say, I got like general questions to ask. Yeah, but I'm gonna go ahead and applaud that though right there. What you doing right now? That's fire. Yeah, I like it.
I was like, I gotta do it. I gotta do it.
Yeah, but no, listen.
No shit.
Hey, right now you didn't almost like I had a smile on my face and doing all that. Now I'm like super serious now. Like, hey, what's wrong with me? How come I haven't gotten mine all together? You know what I mean? But I'm gonna get it together though. All right, so look, let me ask you this. Okay, so for everybody want to know, okay, I'm gonna tell you guys how he and I come to how we got together. He and I went to some of you guys know that I went out to VidCon, right? Went out there, you know, spoke with, you know, for a couple of obligations that I had. Was out there for I was out there I think 3 of the 4 days, and then I ran into him. And you know what it is? It's the same thing. If anybody in here that has ran into me, especially like in Vegas, I run into so many people out here now. But you know what I mean? I was like starstruck when I saw him. I just said, "Hey, bro, what's happening, JP?" And he looking at me like, I like JP. I'm one of your biggest fans. You know what I mean? And I got it. He looking at the LA hat, just trying to figure it out. I think the first day we met, I was out there with some black khaki shorts on, a t-shirt, you know what I mean, just real relaxed. You know what I mean? And but just meeting him, you know, and then me and him just like vibe right off the back. He introduced me to his co-host, and that right there was just hey, listen, I like it, and I can't wait to see what we're gonna work, you know, what we're gonna do like in the future. Now, eventually he's gonna come out here to Vegas, but I'm gonna get out there and fly out there to I'm gonna fly out there to Florida and do something. We gotta do something grandiose though, man. You know what I mean? Just something. Man, I don't know what it is, man. I'm gonna let you come up with it. You know what I mean? But I'm ready to get down there and you know get to cooking.
We have all the equipment. So even if we don't have the equipment, we're gonna find the equipment. We're gonna make something awesome.
Okay, I'm definitely with it. So you know what? Let me ask you this: like, okay, so how long have you been doing? How long have you been on YouTube? You know, doing your channel, Hellthy Junk Food.
So I actually started like a channel in 2006. I like doing videos even before YouTube, but man, when I met Julia, it was like 2012, and then we started right in the beginning of 2013. So we're like going on probably it's going to be like 10 years in January, which, you know, when we first started it was just a hobby. We didn't realize that it was going to be something like a job, you know, become a career. But man, whoever thought that on YouTube you'd be able to be on the platform for 10 years? That's incredible. Like, people don't even have Netflix shows on for 10 years. Like, that's wild, you know? I mean, I guess you can't like fire yourself. You know, I think that's the thing about YouTube. No one's gonna fire you. People will just stop watching. Like, that's how you get fired. When people are just like, oh yeah, no, like I'm subscribed. But see, that's the thing about friends, you know, like, and subscribers. Like, it takes more effort to unfriend somebody and unsubscribe. So you can just keep growing, you know. But no one, I don't mean to get like depressing on it, but I'm a 10-year YouTuber. All right. We have a little different mentality. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You do. You know what I mean? I've been doing it for 5 years and wanted to know how long would I be relevant.
No, you're good. I mean? You still got hope and wonder.
Yeah, you know, that's what I got. But you know what I do? Because look, I'm looking at all these other channels that come out here. They do the kind of like, you know, I guess I call this the long form content, right? So those are doing, you know, exactly what I'm doing. I see so many people out here, they're starting way better than I did. When they start, it looked like my today's video. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to figure out how can I stay, you know, motivated. You know what I mean? There's so many things that I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You know, it's a lot, man. You know,
I think you're listening.
Hey, but look, I want to go back because Mitchie had put up Sauce Dad.
Yes.
Sauce Dad, that guy. Listen, I've been with him just about as long as I've been on YouTube. Me and him been hanging out. Yeah, Sauce Dad, there he is right there. He said, what's up to me and you?
He's on.
Yeah.
So, all right. So,
right. Hey, we're starting to get royalty now.
Right.
AB, my advice, man, I think that I wouldn't compare yourself to nobody that's starting out, nobody that's doing this, that, or the other thing. I think you got your personality, you got your presence, you have something that's likable, your cadence, your tone of voice, and being authentic. So I just think that like people that are going to be coming up, yeah, they're going to have like crazy equipment, all sorts of knowledge on production. But I think what you're doing is like super genuine. I think that's what people really, really relate to. And speaking of Sauce Stash, he's in Orlando. We just hung out today. We were just at Universal Studios doing like a boys' day. I brought you up. He said, "Yeah, I know him." So I'm just like,
right.
When you come up, it's gonna be a trifecta of chaos and food and amazingness, and you're gonna have the best time. I can't wait for you guys to come.
Hey, you know, okay. So I love everything that you just said right now. In the back of my brain, you know, my thing is I say a lot of things and then other people hear me and then they capitalize on like some of the ideas that I have. But I don't care who does it first or who does this, but I think we need to have some kind of food community event. You know what I mean? I don't know what that is, but I would like to see
my house. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be called My House. Everyone comes over. We'll all eat.
Oh man.
I know you're speaking on a bigger scale, but I'm just saying like.
Oh, but you know what you're saying though? Hey, that's a start. Maybe we could get, a few creators there, to figure it out, figure out some logistics.
That's how it starts. It's got to start small.
That's how it starts.
Right. Starbucks started small, believe it or not. Like everything starts small.
So I have a question from Pamela. How did you get JP from Rice Cube?
Oh, that's my rap name. So back when I was younger, I was aspiring rapper, and it didn't really go very far. But it's okay. You know what I mean? Like
Hey, I can hear it. I hear it in your tone.
You
Yeah.
learn exactly. It's a little bitter because I used to do freestyle competitions, battles, all that stuff, and Eminem and like Dre were my idols. So they really like made me feel like I could do it. But
Hey, what I'm learning about you though, man, you feel like you can do it. You're not afraid to take no chance. You know what I mean? At least get out there and just see.
Oh
And that's
snap!
what,
Eric Meniski's on here. Oh my goodness.
oh,
I
Eric
I,
Meniski?
I cooked it. I got my roots in cooking with this dude. Back in the day when I was working I was flipping burgers. Like I was like Bob, I'm like, dude, I look like Bob Burger, like Asian Bob Burger, like for real. Like, hey Linda. Like, dude,
Hey, why did you say that?
I was flipping I look like SpongeBob Bob Burger. I was like blah 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 blah. Anyway, yeah, this is awesome to see the chat here.
Right.
Oh, yeah,
I have another.
Hey, grill top experience.
Yes. Says, did JP just invite the internet to his house?
Oh, snap. Yeah, absolutely. I'm like, Jake Paul, yo, let's go. Like, everyone's over.
Hey,
just
bro,
make sure you're vaccinated and wear a mask and don't cough. Like, anyway, we're not going.
That one there would be tough, buddy. You know what I mean? We had to get a permit. We'd have your whole neighborhood, tied up.
You have a warrant to be at my house party?
Hey, when you say that, look, that took me back to being a young man. You know what I mean? Now I'm good. Just like, hey, get away from me. That's funny. Hey, you know what? Grill top experience, cooking with CJ, the Wolf Cook. Man, there's some good channels in here too. You know what I mean? Just a lot of good people, man. That's what I like about this journey of being on this food journey. I met a lot of good people. I done met my share of I'll just leave it like that. I done met my share of that. You know what I mean? And I got it. Everybody not going to jail with me. I'm from the West Coast.
What a nice comment, Nightcrawler.
Yeah, Nightcrawler.
Yeah, what's up? I love the username too. Easily my favorite X-Men. I mean, I'm sorry if that's not the reference, but easily one of my favorite X-Men. So,
hey, Nightcrawler says it is awesome, huh?
Sorry, Nightcrawler says 2 of my favorite channels on the screen at the same time. That's really cool.
Right. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna take this time, JP, to just talk to the people that's here on Facebook.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Hey, welcome everybody. You know what I mean? Sometimes you guys look like I don't be really addressing nobody from Facebook, but listen, you guys are part of the family too. Alabama Roll Tide. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, that's my soul state right there. So anyway, listen, those of you guys on Facebook, if you like this content and like to see the podcast, there's so many more people on here. You know what I mean? You don't have to be a big star. It happened to be the JP. They pushing 3 million, followers. You know what I mean? Just you guys would be surprised. I reach out to some people and they just don't say nothing back. Either they don't want to be affiliated, they not reading their emails, or I don't know what it is. But you know what I mean? Look, just want to come, let them talk. I share my platform with everybody. We get to talk, figure out, just like what's their next move. We all learn from one another, and then we talk food. And speaking of food, next week's podcast, you guys are gonna love this one. We're gonna talk about the history of food. And I'm gonna give you an example. I'll just leave it like this. So a lot of people ask me, I'll give you an example. Like people say, like a lot of people out here on the West Coast, they don't even know, we really don't know anything about Creole, right? And then when you say you're speaking French and stuff like that, they don't know nothing about it. So listen, we're gonna give the history of that. Talk about the food, why we have chicken, watermelon, why there are chitlins and all of that kind of stuff, where it comes from. It's gonna be interesting, folks. And we'll be taking live calls also. All right. Oh, so what I was gonna say before I get sidetracked, Facebook, if you like this content, listen, I'm gonna only post at the end of this season. It'll only be on the very first Tuesday of every month. It'll be on Facebook. You guys are gonna need to go over to Real Talk with AB. It's not gonna be on Smokin and Grillin with AB no more. None of that. It's gonna solely be on the Real Talk with AB. So you guys got to go over there and subscribe. And Mitchie, go ahead and put up the leave that comment up, but go ahead and put up the giveaway.
Of course.
Right. You guys see that hexaclad? I'm gonna be giving away one grand prize winner, the 13-piece hexaclad hybrid cookware set with the lids, and I'm gonna give 2 runner-ups for the 7-piece hexaclad hybrid cookware set with lids, and it comes with a wok. This right here is gonna be fire, folks. Everybody asks me that. Want to know what are the pots and pans that I use to cook with? I solely use those. I'm not gonna say solely because I'll never get away from using my cast iron. I just like the way cast iron film, and I like the way it put that crust on. So don't forget, at the end of this season, we're gonna have the giveaway. Oh, and you must be present. Hey, with that being said, you can make that disappear, Mitchie. We can get back to it. All right, you can go ahead and read that comment.
All right. So Eric Miniske, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that correct. Miniske.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. Says, thanks for the shout out, bro. LOL. I check your videos out a bunch. Awesome to see you doing so well.
That's my boy.
That's an understatement, man. I mean, to get 3 million, that's huge. You know what I mean? Because look, I look at other channels and other bigger channels, and they got a whole lot of subscribers. And sometimes I get caught up in the subscriber thing too. I mean, I want to have a lot of subscribers too, but it's really not the subscribers that tell you nothing, because people are gonna subscribe to you. You know what I mean? They'll subscribe to you and then save your videos for the time that they need them. Meaning if they find a recipe that'll be good for them in the holidays, they're not coming back. You know what I mean? Until the holidays. But the views is what tell everybody, where you at. And so, I appreciate, looking at the views, those who take the time to click on the video, stuff like that. How do you deal with that? How do you judge your channel?
Oh, you're talking about to me on views? Oh man, dude. I think it's just unfortunately, it's just a really toxic part of what we do, we understand that we want to do what we're passionate about, but at the same time, it's just psychologically, just kind of messes with you, especially because you're valued so directly. When I was working a day job, they're like, hey, you did a good job this week. If you get a bad video on YouTube, YouTube's just it seems like this video is performing kind of poorly. 10 out of 10. You must have done something wrong. I'm like, screw you, YouTube. What are you doing to me? You're like a bad therapist. I gotta
absolutely.
But I think that after, like you said, you have to grow a community. You have to grow, people that really, really are on board with what your mission is. And it doesn't need to be 3 million or 10 million people. Just needs to be true to you. And then you just keep doing you, and you'll always be happy doing what you're doing. So I choose to do what I want to do. And if the comments want to just to tear me apart, I think we just get numb to it after a while. I don't know, but I can't not be what I want to be, and I'm not going to change who I am because of a bunch of comments just saying, hey, you suck, or this is stupid. And I think that's one of the things that a lot of us have to deal with that we don't really address vocally because it hurts so much. But I think that the truth is that we hurt when we hear it, but we still have to make a decision.
Absolutely. And I'm glad you said that, because I see it's a bunch of it's quite a few channels in here that I know. People are always asking, questions as if it's some kind of secret that me and you might know, how to grow or, to do something like that to be successful. But I tell you, it starts with being original and just being yourself. Because then when you find somebody that like your content, then you grow, you want to find the rest of the people like that. But, I see so much influence from other people's channels, then I see other, them making videos and they nothing but watered down versions of, another. If you try to make a video like me, you're not me. If I try to do exactly what you're doing, not try to do, because I can do what you're doing, but it still can be original. That can still have my influence on it. You know what I mean? Everybody gets an idea from somewhere. And I just think what you said and, what I'm saying right now, just everybody needs to hear that. You know what I mean? It's just, you got to be original.
Yeah.
That you have to be.
So I have a comment here from Christopher Keith Seller. Says, I was about to say you can't get rid of a cast iron.
Oh, no.
You were naming
Yeah, especially your probably beautifully seasoned cast iron. However, I'm gonna help your sponsor. I got Hexclad, and I like Hexclad.
Oh, yeah.
But I still have my cast iron, though.
Right.
See, here's the thing: in the kitchen, we understand when you need to use what like instrument per se.
That's key. Like, okay, so I was looking at my channel and I was asking myself, like, recently I just did hot water cornbread. I never made the video because there's really nothing to it. It's not no real, it's about 5 ingredients that you're gonna put inside of it, and that's it. I was like, well, how am I gonna get a video from this?
Mm-hmm.
So when I, now that I've dropped it, like a lot of people, it's so warm, you know what I mean? So you just gotta know. And then of course I use my cast iron for it. You know what I mean? That's just the only way. And cast iron films so good. But look, what I was saying was about the cast iron. I like to use it for, like, to me, it's great for steaks. You know what I mean? For steaks. It is the original. A lot of people don't hear it this way, but it is the original non-stick pan. If it's seasoned right, won't nothing stick to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have some issues in my in my little studio about people washing them and stuff like that. You know how I learned how to fix that.
Yeah,
somebody washed one of my cast irons. You know how I fixed that? I had them re-season it. I showed them how to do it and let them do it for 5 days. And then they got it now.
Yeah, 5 days.
I didn't know, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, who's gonna know that though? You know what I mean? Like, right. I saw a cast iron in a dishwasher. I was like, what? But anyway, yeah, it is what it is.
Carlos Fishburne, you say, can you get a shout out? I just did, man. I just happened to look over at the chat and see it. What up, Carlos?
What up? What up, Carlos? JB, what's up? Food hack. So AB, we branched off on the short format with the food hacks, and I swear I'm getting recognized more for like this, me running in like I have to take a dump rather than like the cooking I've been doing. Isn't that weird? Like having a kind of spin off.
Right.
Are you you thought of spinning off? Like it's scary, right? Like to change what you do.
Well, I really want to. What I want to do is I want to go to, like, this is what I want to do. Maybe next year, I just got a few things I got to iron out, but maybe next year I want to be able to just take my van, go somewhere, you know what I mean? Eat something from one of my favorite restaurants or a place that I've never had, and then go outside and recreate it. You know what I mean? That's what I want to do. I want to do something, more exciting, because I got so many videos. You know what I mean? I could just make new videos. But the thing is, will the community be apt to, watching, content like that? Look, right. Sweet Smoky Joe say never wash. We talked about that last week.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to never wash that.
There's a cast iron Bible out there.
Huh?
I said there's a cast iron Bible out there. We have to follow these certain rules.
Yes.
I have a comment here from Dorothy Gaskill. It says, I grew up with my mom making hot water cornbread, but as an adult, I never made it. So thank you for the video, AB.
Hey, you know what? So if you guys seen it, I just want you guys to drop a 1 in the comment if you did not know it was that easy. Just drop a 1 in the comment, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube. Let me know. Just because everybody been asking me to make it. I've been hearing that for 3-4 years. AB, make the hot water cornbread. I kept saying I would. Then when I look at the ingredients, I'm like, man, how am I gonna make a video from that? But I went ahead and just knocked it out. But a lot of people, look, they putting it in there. It's so simple. And then listen, I want to ask you this. You guys can start talking about this in the comments, and then we'll get some of these comments up. My question would be, hey, look, does hot water cornbread, does it have any sugar in it? All right, I'll wait till those come up.
Christopher Keith Sellers says, my cast iron gets washed, but back on the stove heat immediately.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. That's how, what I do them. I just, listen, so mine is seasoned well, right? So after I finish cooking, I usually just take a paper towel. I double it up 2 or 3 times, and I just, wipe everything off. I might rinse it with a little water, and it depends on what was in there. And then once I rinse it, then I just put it on there and turn it on and just make sure it's completely dry. And then I still always come back with another little coat, to keep it going. And then I store them upside down, where I store them at.
Michael Bruce says, AB, if you go on vacation, maybe you could do a cooking video from that place. Like, for example, if you go to Hawaii, you could make a pineapple fried rice bowl.
This is true. And I like that. Only thing, Michael, is just it depends on where I'm staying at. You know what I mean? I like don't really have no equipment out that way, but that's a great idea. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I can do that locally here in the States though, and that's kind of like what I want to do. You know what I mean? Hawaii would have been nice on.
All
Oh,
right. We have a super chat from 78 Sports TV. Says, best cooking channel on the tube. Salute, homie.
that's what's up, homie. 78 Sports TV. Hey, I like that. Hey, thank you. Hey, and those of you guys that open up and drop a super chat in here, listen, what that does is, listen, it just helps further, the channel. It helps with giveaways or just I put it back in the channel to try to make, my videos the best. You know what I mean? Do appreciate it and thank you. Thank you, fam.
All right. Pamela
All right,
Colbreth
Jason.
says,
Okay, go ahead. No, go
okay,
ahead.
Pamela Colbreth says, from the South, finally know what hot water cornbread is. Thanks.
Oh, from the South, finally, yeah.
I guess from the
Hey, it's
South.
so simple, huh? You know what I mean? People was asking me like, hey, well, where did the hot water come in at? I was like, you just boil in hot water, put it in the cornmeal. There you go. All right, look, so now I'm going to get down to some like channel specifics. You know what I mean? How do you figure out how you going to make and what you're going to do as far as like the big versions? You know what I mean? Because you don't do it on everything. Are you taking like hot topics? Go ahead, JP.
Oh, well, yeah, if we're gonna like make giant versions of whatever food, usually it's the best to do whatever is like the most desired thing that you'd want to have giant. Like, for example, I don't think we've even done this, but like like the lollipop or something. You see that in like the Wizard of Oz or something. Because as a kid, think about it, as a kid, all we wanted was like giant versions of this stuff. So, as an adult, we're kind of living vicariously through our child desires, like a giant Kit Kat bar or Snickers or Tootsie Roll. I think you just got to go down the list of all those things. And then I guess the other challenge is like, is it feasible? How do we do it? And like, how do you do it in a way where like, I don't know, at-home chef could do it, at-home cook could do it. Something that like still stays within the confines of like traditional ovens and whatnot.
I mean, well, yeah, you know what? That's what I did when I was doing it. Like when I do my copycat, I took whatever was like popular. Oh, we got Cooking with the Champ LLC just dropped in, a nickel, right? Appreciate your channel, AB. It says I keep them inspired. Man, you know what? That's what I'm. That's my ultimate goal, just to get everybody inspired, get back out and get back into the kitchen, and then especially for those that are new, I love reading them comments. When you new. You know what I mean? And then, you just starting to break out into cooking. And then when you make something and it's successful, I love to hear them when they come back. Hey, how many people JP tell you like, hey, I made that or blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? And they're just so excited. That's what right there made me, feel warm.
Michael Bruce said JP and Julia could do a giant Twinkie.
We haven't done that.
You said you did?
We have not done a giant. We have not done a giant Twinkie. I think that even though we felt like, oh, Giant's overdone, I think Giant Twinkie deserves a stab.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like why
hey, I would
not?
love to see what you're gonna use to stuff it with.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, the turkey baster or whatever you're gonna use.
So that's where I like to get creative. Like if I were to really break it down right now, I'm thinking cream's already gonna be a solid thing before we even start. And you build around. You know what I mean? Like maybe we bake around it. I don't know. I'm just workshopping. Let's not get too deep into it.
Right.
But I would definitely whatever we would do though, if we did make a giant Twinkie, it would survive like a nuclear blast. Like that's the purpose that we would have to make sure it happens. Like because I heard it could survive radiation. That's all I'm saying.
Right. They say they're supposed to last forever. I guess all that sugar
destroy a Twinkie. Yeah.
Right. Grill Top Experience is plus. Is that plus? Yeah, +1 for the giant Twinkie. I think.
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe we should do. I'm gonna text Julia right now.
Right.
Terrence Collins says, I almost cried when they said they weren't going to make Twinkies anymore.
Oh no, they're just messing with you. That's like
I thought that was a power move. You know, from the way I was told, they wanted the union, and they was getting ready to take over. So they said they'll quit. And I think the workers called their bluff, so they closed it up, and then they came right back. You know what I mean? But they got rid of everybody. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
I never heard that. I didn't know that, but that makes so much sense.
Yeah, that's why it only went away just for a hot second.
Yeah, I was just like, wait, I thought it was a I get how it was that angle. I thought it was a marketing thing. I was just like, oh, they're just trying to like tease us, like the McRib, and be like, oh, the McRib's gone. Oh, it's back. Like, let's be honest. No one likes the McRib. No offense to anyone that likes the McRib.
I got it. Hey, hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
right over here too.
Wait,
So,
are you?
right.
Are you
When I get excited when I see the McRib is back.
Yeah, you're part of the problem. You're part of the You are part of the problem.
Oh yeah.
It's all good. I eat Burger King, okay?
I like Burger King. Burger King is good.
I like Burger King too. Like, I'm sometimes ashamed to say it, depending on the audience.
You know, so when I run into people, I might run into them somewhere eating. Like I could be anywhere, and then people be like, "Hey man, you making all that food? You know, you ain't cooking." I was like, "Man, when you've been cooking as long as I have, sometimes it's good just to go somewhere and pull something out of a wrapper." You know what I mean?
White Castle. I'm a big fan of frozen White Castle. Is that weird?
Oh, really? White Castle, huh?
Frozen
White Castle. I think I was in Chicago.
Frozen White Castle.
Oh, frozen. Oh,
yeah.
you taking it home?
Go to Walmart, you pop it out of the plastic sleeve, and you nuke it. Like, I'm sorry, but I love it.
All right, I have a comment here from Smoky Joe's Pit Barbecue. Says, "Oh man, I just got back from Southern Cali and I forgot to visit your restaurant, AB."
Really, Smokin' Joe? You down here and didn't even come by. Anyway, appreciate the shout out. I want you to tell me this if I'm correct. I think you working on something nice right now, right? Like, aren't you working on is it a trailer? I might be wrong, but I want to say you got something about to hit the street soon. Yeah, but next time you guys are in town, just let me know. You know what I mean? Go by the restaurant, or then when you get to Vegas, I'm gonna have something out here too. We're getting close. It's just so hard to get appliances right now. You know what I mean? So I gotta like suffer and wait along with everybody else. But I'll keep you guys. Actually, I'm gonna put out a video and show everybody within the next 4 weeks, maybe. I'll show everybody what I'm working on.
Marlon Brown says, "I'm all over the McRib. Wish it stayed longer when it comes around."
Oh yeah, do like me. That's why I get down when I see it. Look, I'm pulling up in there. You know they say pull up. Yeah, I know that. Yes, sir. Barbecue food trailer. Hey man, I wish you all the success in the world, bro. I've been watching you and I see what you're doing. You're gonna be just fine. You know what I mean? It's gonna take us some time to get used to working in such small quarters, but hey, congratulations, man, for just taking the step, man, and then believing in yourself. That's what's up, bro. All right. Go ahead. You can put up some more comments.
Katie says, I want you to try the stuffed fried wings recipe.
Now, you would have to send me, if that's for me, you'd have to send me that recipe. Stuffed fried wing recipe.
How do you stuff fried wings?
Yeah, that's what I want.
That's what. Yeah, I really would have to like see that.
Like,
I'm interested. I'm interested.
Have y'all had bacon wrapped wings?
Oh yeah.
Those are dynamite. I tried them first at Hooters. They did a good job.
Okay. Hey, bacon wrapped anything is just about right.
Yeah.
All right. So here we have a comment from Noteworthy Recipe. Says, it's inspiring to see y'all together. I'm a fan of both channels. Keep up the good work.
Yeah.
That's probably a trip too. You know what I mean? Just looking at the type of content I make and the type of content that you make, you know what I mean? And then, a lot of people probably wouldn't put me and you together. But listen, even just meeting you just regular, just after we were just talking and vibing, you know what I mean? Look, then it comes here and the next move is we finna cook together. I just love it, man. YouTube is just like open up doors and, connections and friendships, throughout.
Yeah. And I have a different background in culinary. So, so we need to be different in order for the synergy. Like, right. I come from a very fast food oriented background, very short line order cook. Julia's fine dining, and my parents are Italian because I'm adopted. And I was raised very, very Italian, New York Catholic Italian food. Okay.
Okay.
So I have a big background in that cuisine as well. Very different up north.
Right. I can imagine. So look, do you know who Laura in the kitchen is?
Yeah, of course. I love her. Yeah, I've been watching her forever.
Forever, huh? That's what I said. Look, she's gonna be on here. What is it, the 9th?
You got her, Laura Vitale. You got her on it?
Right, Laura Vitale.
Dude, I love I watched like way back in 2010, maybe, when she like built her kitchen in her basement with her husband.
Right.
And I watched everything about how they kind of conquered SEO with all of her recipes going through the alphabet. I just think that it's just created, you create such a large library of content. It becomes a very valuable asset to people. Every recipe that you give the community is a blessing to the food world, right?
Absolutely. I saw you, Kimberly. You said you're coming out. Thank you. I can't wait to meet everybody. Everybody comes to Vegas. People told me they was gonna come to like a lot of people say, when I get to California, I'm coming to LA and all that kind of stuff, but you might not never make it. But when it comes to Vegas, for sure, everybody goes to Vegas.
Right.
What I mean? So, right.
Wayman Chambers says, "Hey AB, I own a soul food restaurant here in Youngstown, Ohio, but me and my wife would love to hang out with you in Vegas."
Hey, that's what's up, man. Hey, you got to stay with your channel. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep everybody posted. You know what I mean? I'll probably be spending most of my time out this way. You know what I mean? Okay, so look, let me just talk about this right now. I'm in Vegas right now. You know what I mean? This is my office here in Vegas. I'm not in my actual studio, but where we do all our filming at, but I'm here now. I can tell you this. I had so many ambitions about, okay, so this is another year that I wasn't able to really do no barbecue with the move, right? So I've been out here maybe about 3 months, 3.5 months. I'm rushing my backyard, which I'm gonna put some video footage up. The outdoor kitchen to be done very, very soon. I thought I would be outside, grilling and doing all that kind of stuff. I can tell you this, being in the heat right now, I can tell you last night at 9:15, it was 90 degrees. So I don't know, anytime I grill now would have to be in the fall, in the winter, and spring. There's no way I'm going out there in that heat and be monitoring no fire. I just can't do it. But when you come on out here though, fam, I got a place for you to come to. It's gonna be just right, man. I love to meet everybody. Hey, speaking of me talking about like restaurant and all of that. Hey, David. Hey, we got your message. We got all your information. I got your email because it translated everything to me. David. Oh, you want to know what my favorite football team is? Look, let me show it to you right now. Everybody can laugh and say what they want to say. I'm a Dolphin here. I'm a diehard Dolphin fan. I know everybody gonna give me, crap about that. Hey, so JP, let me ask you, like, what's healthy junk food future look like? Like, have you guys ever thought about doing something like a big novelty type, restaurant, or what do you see in the future?
Well, we have been kind of transitioning into because there's a niche online. Obviously not everyone's going to be cooking giant food at home, and we're more of like entertainment based, but where we can become a resource for kind of saving money and like cheating the system. Like I've been doing it my whole life working at restaurants. So I started doing that series where I kind of like go to all the major fast food restaurants and find ways to kind of like save money, where the companies don't realize that they have like little flaws or kinks in the system. And I find ways to kind of like save people money by going there. So with that being said, we're creating a hack book, like a fast food hacks, like 150 crazy fast food hacks that can save you tons of money. You buy the book for $5, let's say, and you save $10, the book makes you money. You know what I mean? Like You've already turned a profit. So it's just something I like doing. And I think some of the things we find out through this whole journey are kind of incredible. Like I can give a couple of examples of things that you have no idea you could do at McDonald's, right?
Yeah, talk to me.
Well, for example, have you ever had an orange Julius before?
Orange Julius. Yeah, I heard of them.
Right.
Yeah, that's great.
Did you know you could get that at McDonald's?
No.
Exactly. So I teach you how to do that. So what you do is you get a McFlurry with no toppings, just vanilla ice cream, and you take your cup and you put it under the orange soda dispenser and you stir it up. Boom, you got an orange Julius.
What?
Yep, you're welcome.
What?
Also, the McRib's gone. You love the McRib so much. I found ways to make your own simulated McRib. You get a quarter pounder, no cheese, no toppings other than onions and pickles. And then you ask for 2 sides of barbecue sauce and you slather your quarter pounder in barbecue sauce, put it through the bun. You got the pickles, the onions, and the barbecue sauce burger. Boom, McRib, but McBurger rib.
McBurger.
Fresh beef. Right.
Yeah, I could keep going. I got 150 of these. I got 365 of these things.
Yeah, Miss Brandy here says clever tips.
Yeah, I love it, dude. I got some crazy ones. I'm gonna give one more because I can't give any more.
Hey, before you say that, I gotta say this right now. You're
Yeah.
taking me back down memory lane when you said Orange Julius. You know what I mean? That was my mama. That was her favorite drink. Like we out. That's what she was
I
getting.
love orange juice.
All right, go ahead.
All right, the last tip, guys, and tip our friend here, okay, Chef AB. He's got to get some sort of super chat because this knowledge I'm dropping is gonna change your life.
Hold on, we good. Come on.
So at Wendy's, they have a $2 key tag that you can say I want. And what it is, it gives you free Frosty Juniors for a year for $2. Just with, you have to go through the drive-thru and you have to get something, right? But get this, if you buy 10 of these key tags, maybe even just 5, they'll give you a giant Frosty every time you go through the drive-thru.
What?
Every
So
time.
$10 will last all year long.
Yeah, all year long. And you don't even have to buy anything. Like I went through and said, hey, I just want my Frosty. They said, all right. I emptied a Frosty machine in our neighborhood
Oh my goodness.
for free. So anyway,
You know what? That one right there, that's fire.
that's
you know what? You guys better go out and go ahead and do that before they take that off of the menu.
Yeah, I get Frosties. My friends, dude, I'm the Frosty guy now. I have my own ice cream truck with Frosties in it. I drive by, I play the little bell. Here you go, kids. Frosties forever, buddy. Red velvet cake, of course.
Yes, Pop Tart Gone Trucking says, I have a question for Healthy Junk Food. Do you make red velvet cakes?
Yeah, absolutely. It's called chocolate cake dyed red. Is that right? Isn't that what it's
Right. Hey, look, I was just gonna wait for you to answer it, but I was gonna tell everybody, let me know. Like a lot of people, until you make one of those, a lot of people don't know it's nothing but chocolate cake with red dye.
Yep.
That's it.
But
Terrence-
it's cool.
Right. Terrence Collins says, let me write these down.
Yeah, get the dude. I'm telling you, the book's gonna be.
Hey,
I'm not trying to push my stuff, but like I'm really excited about this book because it's fun. It's like a coffee table book. Your friend comes over. I didn't know I could do this. I can save a lot of money.
Right.
So that is like to answer your question though. We are going down the route of like the fast food hacks, but also like we love cooking as you do, as we all are here, kind of as a big community of people that love cooking. I think now with the recession and the change and pace of like reality, we're trying to be more, realistic. Air fryers for example, are so popular, right? Like things that are helpful. I think that the entertainment value can still be there with our goofy personalities, but to be able to actually provide the service, where people are like, oh, cool, you can do that in an air fryer. And we like you said, we do things kind of wonky. And we do have an air fryer video where we like try to make hamburger helper in an air fryer. You know what I mean? Like weird stuff in an air fryer, ramen soup, eggs, breakfast sandwiches, like stuff that you're like, oh, I can do that in an air fryer, or can you not? So we're kind of figuring that out.
Hey, I got an idea for you. If just keeping with the theme of your channel, if you guys had a food truck that did especially if you did the fairs, at least your local fair,
Yeah,
something like that, man, that'd kill it, bro.
we need to partner up, man. I need a business partner. If you,
That would. Hey, listen, just when I
I'll
think
make
of
it
your
happen.
channel, huh?
Yeah, I said we work together. You give me the menu,
Right.
I'll make it happen. I'll give the giant Bavarian pretzel that's so big that it'll choke a child. Like, I am down to do all the fun stuff. I am very bad though on the business end of things. Just so you know, like that's kind of I feel like I did YouTube because it's my creative passion. It's my outlet to be entertaining. But when it comes to the business stuff, oh my gosh, I need a manager and like I don't know what I'm doing. You know what I mean? I just don't know what I'm doing there. But that's my weakness.
All right. Hey, after that, I just see right now you got 88 keys, 88 keys for life. I think that is. They were asking you a question, Mitchie, but saying they got beats too. You know what I mean? You can put that other comment back up, but I just want you to see that right there.
Yes, 88 key. I'll put my email in the chat. You can go ahead and email me.
All right. And then that last one you had, you can put up too.
Really never checked out your channel. I definitely must check out Healthy Junk Food.
Hey,
Oh,
so
well,
look,
thank you for
Christine, you
Yeah.
spelled it healthy, like healthy.
Like
So
healthy,
check it
right?
out. I'm gonna spell it the right way so that you can just think about how what kind of stuff he has on his channel. It's HELLTHY, junk food. So the healthy, the junk food, that all just playing it up. And when you see some of the stuff that he make on there, listen, it's a fun channel. If you're looking for some entertainment, and if you want to just say, hey, you know what, I'm gonna try that. I can promise you, if you make them hash browns, that hash brown, and then you invite about 12 or 13 people over to your house, they can all just cut them a slice. But you guys get
Michael
all the wrapper, the sleeve, the whole shebang.
So we have a comment here from Michael Bruce says next time Julia and JP creates giant food, invite Matt Stoney to see if he can finish it. Haha.
Huh. You know who that is, Matt Stoney?
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like everybody should know who that is. You know what I mean? That dude can eat.
He can eat. So he doesn't do like a lot of collabs, but he actually ate like a giant slice of pizza because we had a video and he shouted us out on that. So I gotta give him mad respect for that. He is what he does is like what bodybuilders do. You know what I mean? Like to eat that much it's painful. I've tried to do it. I don't know if you've ever tried to do like an eating challenge, but it's the most painful thing I've ever done. It's not fun. So I give him so much odd respect for what he does.
Right.
David Henry.
Those people right there. I think David said y'all making me hungry here tonight. I think it's something going on in the inside that just allow people to do that. You know what I mean? I can't eat nowhere near as much as I used to. You know what I mean? And now just a burger and fries and a drink.
Yeah, I do not eat like I used to.
I don't know how he does it.
I work closely with a lot of competitive eaters, so I've learned the art of it.
Okay.
Basically, what they need to do is they need to constantly work on expanding their stomach lining, and a lot of them do it through water, like consuming tons of water to stretch their stomach. Just like working out, they constantly stretch it and stretch it and stretch it, and the more they can stretch it, the more that they can eat. So that's basically it.
Okay.
All right, so I have a comment here from Davey Height. Says, "Hey B, my mom loves your food videos. She wants you to try making chicken cordon bleu. It's my favorite thing she makes. We want to see your attempt at making it."
Okay. You know what? This would be a perfect time for me to just say, okay, no problem. But I always like to put my own little spin on something that I make. Sometimes I read my comments and you'll read a comment and somebody be like, hey, that's not just the way. I'll just say, even with the gumbo, like because I didn't put no okra in there. We couldn't even find no okra. You know what I mean? Couldn't find not even no frozen okra. You know what I mean? I guess we didn't put no whole lot of, effort into finding it, but after going to about 4 stores and they don't have it, we kind of like just give up on it. But it'll just be my take on it, but for sure. So Mitchie, go ahead and or Nada, go ahead and just write that down to see if we can't just work that in.
Absolutely.
Man, I love the community, man. I do, bro. You know what I mean? Just who'd ever thought, man? Just think, like when you started, like do people recognize you like when you go out? I'm sure they do. Hell, I recognized you amongst all them other people. When I saw you, I knew who you were.
Yeah, like people recognize us, but sometimes like it can get kind of awkward. For example, I was at a Starbucks and this guy's like, "Hey, are you JP?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, you know me from the channel." He goes, "No, this is your caramel macchiato." I was like, "Yeah,
That's funny.
knew that. Extra cream."
That's funny.
Yeah,
that there is funny.
thank you. That's one of my jokes for my.
Hey, you know, since you be having the spins on that, and somebody was saying I should do a Juicy Lucy burger.
Ooh,
Maybe
Juicy Lucy.
Maybe we need to just pick like 6 restaurants and just mass produce them. You know what I mean, on a grand scale. You know, when we come out there, just an idea. You know what I mean?
Dude, Juicy. I wanted okay, so Juicy Lucy, definitely a beautiful burger. I think it's from like Minnesota. Do you know the origin of the Juicy Lucy?
No, I do not. Mm-mm.
Okay. But as far as food goes, like I can. That's where like we can talk forever. Like.
Oh,
Sorry,
you know what? Look, I'm looking down here in the comments. Somebody said come do a cook in Marina Del Rey. That's my old stomping ground. That's where I used to, you know what I mean? Me being from LA, we run in Marina Del Rey and we felt like we were doing something.
Did you ever meet Harley?
Huh?
Did you ever meet Harley Morenstein?
No.
He's from Epic Mealtime. He lived in Marina Del Rey. I don't know if he still does, but he's pretty big. Epic Mealtime. You know, Harley, like Sauce Boss.
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. They were big back in like 2010. They were like they kind of inspired me to do what I do now. They made that fast food lasagna and they're like bacon strips and bacon strips and bacon strips, and they were like made giant. All right, you'll have to look them up.
I'll look them up. Hey, yeah. So look, I can tell you this. Like I started in like 2017.
Yeah. Crazy.
I didn't even that was my thing. Like I just started my channel. You know what I mean? I was really just getting on the YouTube 5 years ago, you know?
Oh, okay. I would definitely go down that rabbit hole. I think they're the pioneers, in my opinion.
Okay.
Dorothy Gaskill says, JP, do you do anything with smoothies? I want to make them good and fun.
Oh, like when it comes to smoothies, that's all Julia, and she's not here. So I'm going to blame her. I'm like, baby. No, I think smoothies, in my opinion, is totally the perfect thing to meal prep, in my opinion, right? You want to have that beautiful drink every morning. You want to save money. You don't want to go out there and go to like the chains and overpay. You get a ton of fruit. It can be frozen. It could not be frozen. And you just have it ready, bam, wham, go. And then just have them all stacked in your fridge. That's how I would do a smoothie. I know it might not sound fun, but functional, right? If that's going to be good advice.
Right.
Hey, Davey, I like the way you read that one, Mitchell.
Says, hey, JP, love your videos as well. One of my top 3 YouTubers along with AB.
Oh, that's my God, Davey. I don't even care your line. I don't care every line. I know AB's boss. AB's boss right now. But yeah, I can make the top 3. I get it. I will take that. Thank you so much.
Man, shit, you just make the top 20. You know, you're doing good.
I know, I'd be happy. Yeah, like exactly.
Right.
Ooh, that Juicy Lucy. I've never had a real Juicy Lucy. So we did one a long time ago on our channel, and we did a lot of research. I'm pretty sure it's from Minnesota. If it's not, you can correct me in the comments. But it's a big thing there, and it's all important about like the cheese and how you like wrap the burger, because you don't want it spooging out the sides, because then you have no cheese left. Like that's so important when you stuff a burger or you do any type of stuffing with any type of meat, to not have it like leave. So there's an art in that.
Yeah, I gotta take a look at it. Hey, Mitchie, can you put it side by side?
Yeah, it's like freaking awesome. I think it's like cheddar. I think it's like cheddar. but we'll see what it is.
Okay.
You
Man,
said
All right,
Simon.
well, let's see. What else you got, Mitchie?
I'm
I
getting.
have I see a lot of people talking about ribs in the comments. I just want to
Ooh,
know when did we talk about ribs? But
oh,
you know,
so-
we have
Oh,
identity.
you know what? But anytime I drop a real video, it does so well. You know what I mean? I guess that's why I keep doing them. You know, I got my own little cheat hacks. I know if I drop ribs on there, even though I did the video teaching people how to trim the rib, that didn't do so great. I mean, I guess nobody really goes to YouTube to really look for that. I had snuck it in one of my other videos too. You know, it got like 1.5 million views on it. But you know what I'm gonna do with ribs, y'all? Tell me if you guys are interested in this. I'm gonna do it anyway, but I just want to know what you guys think about this. I'm gonna do some deep fried ribs. You know what I
Ooh.
mean?
Have you, AB? Have you heard of chitlins? Not chitlins. Sorry. Of course you heard of chitlins. Have you heard of chislic?
One more time. Chisel what?
Chislic.
Chisel. No,
Okay. Probably nobody has heard of this. Julia's grandfather's from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and they have a food there that they're very proud of, and it's called chislic, and it's deep fried lamb on skewers. So when you said deep fried ribs, it made me think of chislic. Obviously, how can like deep fried lamb be a bad thing? I've had it. It was amazing.
Right. You just right off the
And
bat though.
fried in
Seasoned
lard,
properly?
too. Fried in lard. It can be fried in like oil. It's got to be fried in
The
lard.
OG. The
Yeah,
OG.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
good.
those of you guys that want to tell your age, that's when we used to come in the kitchen and our grandmama had the I guess the Crisco on the stove. In the morning, it's all hard, but after she gets you cooking, you look in that little jar right there and it'd be all melted and soft. Oh, yeah. But now everybody, we health conscious now. Now we got to have canola.
Now we can't eat it. I know, it's sad.
right.
Especially deep fried ribs. I'm not going to be able to eat deep fried ribs. My doctor's watching this. My insurance premiums are going up just from them hearing me say that.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That's crazy. You know what? Now that I'm getting older, man, you know, I watch it. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I can see it in my face. You know, I'm shedding a few pounds. I'm just
you're looking great.
But you know what I'm doing? I'm doing intermittent fasting.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I do that.
So, yeah. So my eating window is from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. every day.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And, so for 16 hours I fast, and then that's my eating window. Yeah.
Tina Sim says deep fried ribs will be something different to do.
Oh yeah, Tina. If you never had them, they fire. You know what I mean? You got to give them a shot. Look, they so easy, especially with the heat out here. If you're looking to do something, you know, and stay indoors, you know what I mean? You can just do it. Just turn your air conditioner on early. You know what I mean? And bring out your fryer. We're gonna season them up. Then we're gonna cut them into individuals, and then we're gonna drop them.
Does it like chicharron on
Speak
it?
Up says try
Chicharron. I think you know what that is, don't you, Mitchell?
No. What I
Yes, I
meant
do.
was like when you're frying like ribs, like does the skin like poof up like chicharron? Like I've never seen like ribs are so fatty anyway. I was just curious what happens. Like
someone just asked that too. Do you ever fry your own skins, chicharrones?
I do not. But you know what? Between you and Nada, y'all been talking about it. I think I'm going to. You know what I mean? See if I can't put some kind of spin on it. You know what I mean? And see if I can't make it my own. You know?
Right. Christine Ocalis says fasting is a great thing. Keep with it. It is hard some days.
This is true. I plan on fasting for like the next, I don't know, I'm going to give it at least 90 days. I said I was going to go to the end of the year, but I'm going to do it for 90 days. And after that, then I'm going to do keto. You know what I mean? And then just see where I'm at. You know what I mean? I like what I see on the scale. You know what I mean? So I'm good with that. You know, that's my motivation. I'm just going to keep going. You know what I mean? Like I said, I want to get back down to my fighting weight, and then we move from there.
Pamela.
Brandon, you said, no, they don't. I think you were talking about the way of their fries. Maybe that's what you were talking about. All right.
Pamela Colbreth says, AB, what's your favorite plant-based favorite? I'm assuming food. Like a plate?
Talking about plant-based. You know what? I'm new to all of that, and I really don't have no favorite plant-based. Nothing. The only thing I can tell you is my favorite plant. What I'm thinking about out of all the things I eat would probably be fried cabbage, but I don't know how healthy that is. You know what I mean? That's more on a keto type thing, but I'm not really
Like you
sure.
like
When you say something like that, like I like Carl's Jr. What is that?
Beyond?
Beyond, yeah. I
Yeah,
like
Carl
Beyond.
Jr. Beyond. I'm totally 100% on board. They have the best fast food burger, plant-based burger, which is
Right.
still beyond meat, but I mean, like, it was just better than the
If
Impossible.
nobody ever had it, you got to give it a try. I just never wanted to try it.
It was good. It tasted good enough. You know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna do a burger that's not a burger, it was good enough.
Right. I know they got some other brands out there too, but I like that one the best. Which ribs is best to fry?
Three down, St. Louis style, or baby backs?
Oh, baby backs. Come on. Thought that was a trick question. I like the baby backs to be deep fried.
Right.
You know, the more meat, all of that.
AB, I got a question. I don't know a lot about ribs. What are the? Can you explain the three to me? I know about baby back, but I never heard about three. What was it, 3 round or whatever it's called?
3 down.
Oh, he just said. I think you know what you have to put it. She'd have to put it back up.
I'll put it back up.
3 down, St. Louis style or baby back. What's that?
Let's see. What does that 3 down mean? Charlene, can you tell us what you mean by that? By the 3 down. But I can tell you though, right now, baby backs, for me, hands down. If we gonna fry, we gonna go baby back. I like it because they got the more meat on it.
Oh, I love baby. That's what I was saying. That was my favorite.
Right. We'll find out though. Maybe they'll give a description.
Okay.
Let's see. 88 keys for life says y'all should do some recipes for diabetics.
You know, that's an excellent idea. I like that. I'm gonna mix in some healthy, recipes in there. Like, okay, so one of the things that if you've been following me for a minute, you know that we talk about the Creole kick all the time. I'm getting an echo, you guys. I don't know if you got it too loud on your end. Okay, but I just like the fact that it doesn't have a lot of, because I watch the hypertension. You know what I mean? The sodium. You know what I mean? So I try to cook with and use seasonings that are low in sodium. And listen, I just saw a sample of my bottles, for my AP and my A and B seasoning, which will be out here, I guess, in the next 3 weeks or whatever. But that was one of the things. This is what took so long, you know what I mean? Because we just wanted to make sure it had low sodium, you know what I mean? And it still was like we weren't sacrificing no taste, So that's where we're at right now.
So Charlene Dickerson Gilbert says large ribs to used for rib tips. So the top portion, and she put another comment says top portion of the 3 down is used for tips.
Oh,
okay. All right. Yeah, I wonder how many people.
Like
a lot of people. You know what? I don't even know if a lot of people in here even know what rib tips is. You know what I mean? I love the rib tips.
Emma Troy says, what are some of y'all's favorite YouTube cooking channels?
Hey, Thea. You want to go ahead and answer that one? JP?
Okay. I thought you were asking me.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know who you were asking.
No, that comment right there. What are some of your favorite YouTube channels?
Channels, though, right? Dude, have you ever heard of You Suck at Cooking?
I have.
I like them for, again, the creative aspect of it. As far as actual cooking, I have a lot of old favorites that I've been watching. The Wolf Pit. Have you heard of the Wolf Pit?
I have.
I've known him since I was a wee 400 subscribers, so I got to give him love. And I also Sauce Stash, obviously. He in a niche in the market. I think that what you said, being original and being authentic, these are two people that I mentioned that are extremely original and extremely authentic. The Wolf Pit and Sauce Stash. Definitely.
Right. Man, that's a tough one for me because I like so many channels. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know, right? Where do you give the love? Like, you don't want to like leave anybody out.
You know what? Yeah, that's the truth. But you know what I mean? I probably got about 20 or 30 channels that I frequent that I gotta watch. You know what I mean? Just to look to, I just like how they get down, that was it. Hey,
That's a hard
that's a real
question.
tough
That's a hard question.
one. Yeah, that's a real, you know what? Maybe I better just do my top 20. Then I feel like if somebody gets left off of that, they'll feel some kind of way. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
Right. Well, I have a question here from Pop Tart Gun Trucking. Says, "Are your seasonings available now?"
No, they're not, but we about three. I think when you told me today, Mitchie, we about
Yep.
3 weeks away from having them in house. You know what I mean? And after that, I'm gonna start cooking with them and showing the guys the labels. Getting everybody, getting used to seeing them. You know what I mean? And getting everybody amped up. And then when it launches, it launches. You know what I mean? But as soon as I get them, once I know that they on the truck and they bringing the pallets in, I'll go ahead and let you guys know, and then we can get down and get them out. Hey, thanks for the interest. Hey, you know what? Just thinking of this, I was looking at your background. I saw the truck. If you're a trucker, don't forget to look on my channel. I got so many like recipes, like one pot meals. You know what I mean? And I got a crock pot playlist, perfect for the trucking industry. That way, while you putting them miles on, them tires is turning, you could be cooking that good old food.
Pamela Colbert says, "JP favorite recipe plant-based."
Oh, that's a question.
Yeah,
I thought that was the statement. Recipe plant-based? I don't know. When I hear plant-based, I hear like manipulating like meat food to be, vegetarian or vegan. So we did like a plant-based burger on our channel, and we tried to follow what Impossible and Beyond did. And one of the little weird secrets they did, when you have like the weird ground beef, but it's like protein isolate. I'm pretty sure it's like a soy protein isolate mixed with a bunch of other stuff. You add in coconut oil chunks to make it look like the fat in the meat. So when you grill it, the coconut chunks kind of render out like meat would. So I found that kind of interesting.
yeah.
Like,
Hey, I'll just say,
yeah, I don't know.
Right. And then SD Honey here says, "JP, how do I make that Wendy's breakfast sandwich?"
That's way too vague. Wendy's has a lot of delicious
yeah.
breakfast.
Look, I gotta know which one that one is.
But I think I did do a weird hack where I did not like the Baconator breakfast sandwich because they didn't put meat, they put a sausage patty. So I did do a hack where I went to the register, I went to the drive-thru and said, "Hey, could I substitute the sausage patty for your actual beef?" And they did it. And it was definitely way better than the sausage patty, in my opinion.
I like the Baconator too.
I love the Baconator.
I have it written down. We just haven't done it yet.
I love the Baconator.
David Hembry says, "I just want to let you know I did make that beef casserole. I think it's beef noodle casserole. It was really good. Thank you for the recipe, AB."
Oh, you're welcome. Hey, so look, once you saw it, and even if you look at the thumbnail, it's like Hamburger Helper, but on steroids. But we make it our way. Huh?
I said I'm already about that. You got me so excited. I want to eat that now.
Oh yeah. No. That's
DM me a link. No cap. DM me a link of the recipe. So I want to make that. I'll take a picture too, and because I'm a big. I know it's weird, but I'm a big casserole guy.
Oh, you know what? Me too. I throw everything. You know what? I usually I make casseroles. I call that. That's how I clear out my refrigerator.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
So, oh my gosh, yeah. Julia's so different. She's like raw fish, sushi, oysters, whatever. And I learned to love that too. But I love a good casserole.
Right. So
Kira Andrews says, "Will AB be doing any more restaurant copycat recipes?"
Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I got I got so many to do. Okay, so the reason so many things have slowed down, is again, it's just trying to move my whole operation from, California to Nevada. You know what I mean? It has been a process. You think it's easy? It just hadn't been the easiest. You know what I mean? It's just time consuming. But everything is coming back. And don't forget the fall's coming. That's my best time. You know what I mean? I can't wait till then we go into the winter. I can't wait to do my Christmas, my Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? I'm ready to get down in that right there. Just eat some real down home holiday food. But to answer your question, copycat recipes. I'm getting ready to go on vacation too, so copycat recipes will be coming as soon as I get back.
Jazzy Applesauce, says tuna casserole.
I want tuna casserole right now.
Oh, yeah.
I'm getting hungry. Yeah. I'm about to Uber Eats myself something.
And then you need to make a
chicken casserole. If you don't care what kind it is, Jim, if you look on I got a chicken tetrazzini. Take a look at that. You see if that'll hold you until I can make a different one. You know what I mean? But that right there is a fire casserole.
Miss Jones says, do you think Healthy Junk Food has enough items with his logo? He says, I was rolling on the floor every time he showed something else.
Oh. Hey, if that's not marketing 101, I don't know what is.
Thank you, Ms. Jones. So I'm a active stand-up comedian in Orlando, Florida. So I appreciate anyone in the Orlando area wants to see some funniness. Come support live comedy.
Hey, hopefully you'll be doing something when I come out that way, man. I'd love to see.
Dude, hell yeah, dude! I'm doing something every night. You can come up. You should actually come. You can be on a podcast where everything's gonna happen for you. Orlando is where we're gonna make you a star. So you gotta come.
That's what I'm talking about. I might as well go to Disney World too while I'm down there. I ain't been to Disneyland or none of that in so long.
Dude, go to Disney World as long as you're with like other people than just you.
Oh, for sure. Maybe we do a meet and greet down at Universal.
Yeah, we'll do a meet and greet. Yeah. Oh my God, I have so many YouTube jokes that I've written over the time.
Psycho Dog XO, huh? Love you.
Wait, can I give you a good joke?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So I was at we film in public, right? I'm sure you filmed in public before. And I had this lady come up to me. She goes, I noticed you have a camera. You can't film in here, but you can take pictures. I'm like, okay. Well,
right.
Like, can I take 60 pictures every second?
Every second, right. 60 frames, right.
That's the joke. It's good, right? Yeah. Approval. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, you can go. Hey, for those of us that are creators, that's funny.
Yes.
Hey, so we just experienced that. We didn't really have nobody say nothing, but I took the GoPro.
Yeah.
Took this, but I took my DSLR also, and I was inside of Costco and was filming. And Mitchie was a little nervous about filming because she was like, "Hey, we gonna get thrown out of here." Hey, don't worry about it. Give me the camera. I'll do it.
Give me the camera. I'll do it. I do the. I'm the same. Give me that.
In the beginning, I used to be nervous about that, but now, man, it just
you get used to it.
I just told her, I said, you do understand this is what pays the bills, right? This 90% of our job is this DSLR right here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we got to figure out a way.
So I have a little trick, AB. If you want to use it, I've been doing still images at certain places, like that I don't want to disrupt anybody that do want pictures. And you can narrate underneath these still images. And it actually creates kind of a beautiful storyline. If you take, you know what I mean? Like if you take certain pictures, where it could be you talking, you food, eating, and you're like, and I came to this restaurant. This restaurant's food was delicious. Look at this steak. And you have like the steak zoom in and, so you don't always need video. And that's kind of one thing I learned from people like literally censoring me from filming. So just something that you can do in your back pocket,
Right. You know what? I got a visual and I know exactly. I can think of a couple of examples.
That would work. It would work.
Yeah.
It would totally work.
Absolutely. Go ahead, Mitchie.
All right. So I have a comment here from Michael Bruce. Says, AB, any Mexican inspired recipes coming up? I've been following you since the chicken quesadilla video, and it was super fire when I tried it, by the way.
Hey, thank you, Michael. Now let me just ask you this, Mitchie. When is Mexican Independence Day coming up? When is that? I guess you're thinking.
5th of May.
No, that's
Is it the other one in September?
Yes,
September. But
Yeah.
you had a couple of recipes you wanted to make. What were they?
Oh, I have a couple. Camarones a la diabla, chuletas de puerco en chile. We got a
Hey,
couple.
Michael, as you can hear the way that R is rolling off her tongue, you can tell that's going to be authentic.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Don't bring my mom in. Just kidding.
Right. Actually, I'm trying to get her mom to come on here and show me how to make it. You know what I mean? I think her mom next to me, we make a total opposite, chef team. You know what I mean? But I'm sure it'd be fire.
Willie Robinson says, "Love your shows, bro. Are you in the LA area?"
I used to be willing. Next time I'm down that way, and I might put something on Instagram later. But like if I'm doing something down that way, I'll let you know. Right now, I'm in Vegas though.
Someone asked, put it up. Dorothy Gasco says, "Can you do chile relleno?" I'm assuming it's relleno.
Yeah, chile relleno. That's a good one. We're gonna be coughing up the whole studio though.
Okay, so are we doing that or no?
Yeah, we'll do it.
No, you saying it like you're doing me a favor. I mean, I
No.
need to hear you.
Yes. We are going to do chile relleno.
But you mentioned that before to me.
Yeah.
What happened?
One of you guys had mentioned
I
chili.
did bring it up. Yeah, I mentioned how we would all be coughing because you gotta toast the jalapenos first or something.
Okay. All right.
Right. Sleeper Barbecue says, "Hello, AV, guest, and chat."
Sleeper Barbecue. Hey, hello. What's going on? And welcome. Hey, let me take this time to say this part again. Don't forget, we're doing a giveaway. Go ahead and put it up again one more time. I got to get everybody to go over there because, look, I don't want nobody to miss it. You know what I mean? Don't forget, listen, the channel is growing. We're up to 2,000 followers. We just got to get some more people over that way. But I guess if they don't go and they don't put a comment inside of Real Talk with AB, that limits, that makes it like your chances of winning these prizes, better for you guys. But listen, if you go there, I'm going to be giving away a Hexaclad 13-piece hybrid cookware set with the lids, right? I'm going to give away one of those. And then you can see underneath is a 7-piece Hexclad, look, hybrid cookware set with lid and a wok, right? I'm going to give 2 runner-ups. And I got, I think, 4 or 5 mystery, gifts that I'll be giving away the last show of this season. Now, you got to be present. None of that like, hey, call your name, because I'm gonna use a comment picker. You know what I mean? So you got to leave a comment. I'll go ahead and do it. I'll do it real time, so you guys can see it and pick it. If you're not in this chat, I'm gonna move on. I don't want it to take forever. You know what I mean? You got 1 minute, and that's it. That way, if somebody's not in there, that way you don't want nobody to call, be like, hey, hurry up, I'm getting this live, and say something. If 1 minute they not here, whether you got lag or not, I'm gonna move on. You know what I mean? But we're gonna pick everybody from there. And don't forget, that's gonna be on Real Talk with AB on YouTube. And then those of you guys that's on Facebook, it'll be on Facebook every first Tuesday of the month at 4:30 Pacific Standard Time. Right? All right. You can take that off. So talk to me, man. It's got to be something else you want to share. Because listen, we coming up on an hour and a half. Let's see where we are right now. We had an hour and 23 minutes.
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, the one thing I want to share right now is I'm trying to Uber Eats something. I'm on a cross between certain should I do barbecue? Should I do Asian? Should I do Italian? Should I do American? I don't know. That's my biggest problem right now, because right now I'm on the East Coast. It's going on 9 o'clock. A lot of places are like, we don't deliver anymore. So I'm like, and this talk of food, I'm sorry, but I'm getting so freaking hungry. Just thinking about, dude, I think I'm gonna do barbecue. This rib place looks good right now.
Like, what kind of options you got? What kind of options you have out there? Like a good barbecue place?
Have you ever heard of Dickie's?
Yeah, I heard of Dickie's.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the only option I have here. I'm not listen, no shade. I love local barbecue, everything, right? But sometimes Dickie's just does it for me. Okay. So
okay, no, there's nothing wrong with it. Hey, plus you got to put your plug out there. You never know when Dickie's reach out and you want to be
plus,
clean.
I don't have any, I just don't have anything else going on here. I don't know. We
It's
don't
okay.
we don't
Listen,
have to get into food politics. Okay, so we got
Right.
some people that are all about the dickies. Okay, listen, I'm always nervous because there are opinions when it comes to food. Let's be real, especially when it's
for
like,
sure.
like Whataburger and In-N-Out. Like there's a lot, you know what I mean? I don't even want to get into that conversation, but I'm just saying there's passionate people about that. Same with Chick-fil-A.
I agree. All I got to do is read my comments, and I can tell you, you can read your comments. You know, people passionate about.
Oh
the
my
food.
goodness. Yeah. Even gas station food. You got, the 7-Elevens, the Wawas,
Oh yeah.
I'm
Wawa.
on the East Coast. I guess someone asked where
Right.
on the East
I
Coast.
know about Wawa though.
Yeah, Wawa. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's Buc-ee's. Have you been to a Buc-ee's?
No, but I heard of them though.
Oh, dude, when you come, you got to go to Buc-ee's. I know it's a drive, but Daytona is the world's largest Buc-ee's. Unless that's sacrilegious for you to go to Buc-ee's. I just,
No.
I want to make you uncomfortable.
You put the itinerary together, and that's what we're gonna do.
We should go to Buc-ee's. That's an
no
experience. They have the best bathrooms. They're world renowned for their bathrooms.
Really?
There's nothing like a good bathroom. You get 20 stalls, a washing station community in the middle, and each stall has your own floor to ceiling door with 4 toilet paper rolls, a sanitizer station, and a toilet bowl wipe thing. And
they got them off of the I-80 like that. Yeah,
and perfect privacy. Perfect privacy.
Right. Yeah, I want to read this question right here from Crimson 1913. It says, "AB, will you be making homemade ice cream? Oh, homemade ice cream video." For sure. You know what? I see Ninja Kitchen just got some kind of new apparatus too, for like making ice cream. That got my nose open. They've been flooding my email with it. Have you seen that, JP?
Ninja Kitchen?
Yeah, they got some kind of ninja ice cream maker or something like that.
Is a new thing they do?
Yeah, it's new.
All right. I haven't seen it. Let's see it. Yes, brisket at Buc-ee's.
Their brisket.
Buc-ee's brisket tacos.
Turn it down a little bit.
Fire. Anyway.
Brisket at Buc-ee's, huh?
Oh my gosh, yeah, and they chop it on this big butcher block in front of everybody.
Oh, so they chopping the whole brisket?
Yeah, it's an experience. Oh my gosh, it's an experience. And they make jerky. They have like a whole array of different types of jerky. You gotta. I'm not, dude. This is not sponsored by Buc-ee's. I do not.
No.
I'm just saying.
I gotta check them out though. I love going places.
Legit.
Okay. Well, you know what that means when we hear this music right here. Say Food Festival with Chef AB and JP. Hey, they mean JP. Yes. You know what? I got to quit taking on so much. You know what I mean? This was supposed to have been the year that myself and Matt was supposed to do something. You know what I mean? We got set back with the cookbook, which, hey, we done seen the book, then signed off on the book, and books are being bound right now. We get books in August, folks. I'm going to go ahead and just say that. So, our co-authored cookbook will be back in stock in August. You know what I mean? Just in time. And we got enough to make it, through the holidays too. So we went in and put down a healthy order. Seasoning's coming. You know what I mean? Listen, it's like everything come. I guess it's like wine. It's just slow and it was methodical. But the main thing with my seasoning, I just wanted it to be, I didn't want to sacrifice no taste trying to get the exact formula, right. You know what I mean? So I got it right. Everybody seems to love it. You know what I mean? So all of that's coming. Listen, it's going to be a good last half of the year, you guys. And let's eat. Let's, put smiles on everybody's face and all of that. All right. Go ahead, Miss. You can read that one.
Yes. Joshua Oler says, how do I keep my brisket from burning in the smoker? The inside is perfect, but the outside is burnt.
Okay. So that's almost like a one-on-one question. Without me knowing everything, let's just think about it like this. You're saying the outside is like dried out and burnt, but the inside is juicy. So that tells me your fire might be too high. I don't know what you're smoking on. You know what I mean? When you're doing a brisket, you want to use a smoker. I've seen people do them in Weber kettle grills and all of that. I've done one in there just trying it just to see. It's too much work for me. You know what I mean? But I have a vertical upright smoker by Lone Star Grills. It's really in the heat. Listen, it depends on your heat. So if you're too hot, let's just keep it real simple without even going to the degrees. If it's too hot, it's gonna burn the outside. You know what I mean? So you want to lower your temperature. If you want to be safe, I tell you, just it depends on how much time you got. You know what I mean? For a beginner, in my personal experience when teaching people, especially if you never made a brisket, I tell you, you better go 195. You know what I mean? And just, go there. You know what I mean? But you gotta know your grill too. It'd be a good idea if you test your grill to find out where your hot spots are. You know what I mean? But that sounds like your heat is too high.
Let me see. We have another comment before. Let's see. Oh yeah, someone else. 88 Keys for Life says put the brisket on low heat side.
Right. And so when you say that, like again, a lot of people get a smoker, and you know what I mean. And they really don't put no thermometers, or you can put biscuits. Even if you don't have a bunch of thermometers, but use biscuits. You know what I mean? There you go, Joshua. Yeah, there you go. But if you put biscuits all over, and then you find out where your hot spots are, you know what I mean, and then you move it accordingly. You know what I mean, and then you want to put a thermostat over there just to monitor it. But that tells me your heat is too high if you're burning the outside. All right.
Said okay, I'll try that.
All right. You know what I mean? So look, when I say the 195, that's like super safe. You know what I mean? If it's your first time, you know what I mean? It's going to take you a little longer. You know what I mean? Then you're going to have to raise the heat up to push through the stall. But that's a whole video. Eventually, I'm going to do a live where we can all just talk, barbecue. Things are settling down for me, and thank God. You know what I mean? So now I can do some of the things that I want to do for the channel. Hey, but anyway, JP, listen, now's the time for you to go ahead and do your wrap up. I know we got food coming. I know we doing Dickies.
Oh yeah, I'm getting Dickies. I'm getting Dickies.
What about your sausage? What you doing right there? You doing that jalapeno cheddar? Because they got a good jalapeno cheddar there.
Oh, okay. Let me re-go into the menu. But I'll do that later. Jalapeno cheddar. Actually, just DM me like whatever your recommendations are. I don't want to take up all of y'all's time. I really appreciate everybody coming here and getting to know me, and just hearing kind of like what it's like to be doing YouTube for a long time. I think if I'm going to take anything out of this, I just am extremely excited to see AB come, and we're going to cook up some awesome stuff. I really don't have anything other than I just love to cook. I love being around food. I love food. I know y'all love food. That's why we're all here. And just keep being inspired and creative in the kitchen, and just make food a great place to, you know what I mean? This is where we come together, man. It's global. Food is global.
That is so true. And then listen, I don't want to be a preacher or nothing like that, but again, I just like to show the whole world that looking at you, looking at me, we come from two different walks of life, you know what I mean? But our common denominator is the food. And just to show the world that we just take a little time to talk to everybody, you'll find out that we all have a similar interest, and we all the same. And with that being said, listen, I'm gonna say thank you guys for joining in this podcast. Don't forget, next week it's gonna be about maybe 3, 4, or 5 people on here, and we finna talk the history of food, you guys. Hey, that's gonna be epic. We're gonna take live calling and all that. And don't forget, go by and check out Hellthy Junk Food on YouTube. You know what I mean? Listen, if you ain't never seen a giant hash brown or nothing like that, hey, and here's the thing, it's not no novelty like that. When I say it's like the hash brown that you can get right now, they just blew it up. Like if you put it in the machine, everything is all the way down to the sleeve. You know what I mean? I take my hat off to you. Hey, and with that being said, look out for the video. We're gonna do something coming up in the next couple of months, and we'll get that video out to you guys. I just want to say, hey, thank you for watching this, and those of you guys. Oh, and don't forget, this podcast is available on anywhere that you get your podcast from Google Podcast to Apple Podcast, wherever the Apple is, and all the different streaming places that you get it from. It's available there. And with that being said, you guys, check it out. I'm out. Peace.